Greetings, my people. Tonight is April 13th, and I thought I would head out for one more mining run before bed. Last night we were somewhat successful on a recorded run at the underground. We were just slightly short of breaking even. But I didn't necessarily want to go and do the underground again. So I thought, hey, let's go to Khorum Coast, the old namesake, and give that a shot. Because tonight I feel is going to be the global. So let's go and do ourselves a 120 ped run out here. I didn't get an amp tonight, so we'll just do 40 drops triple clicking and see what she's going to give us. Real quick, I suppose I may go check our DNA settings, make sure the Cameldon's slowly coming down where I want them to be, and then we'll head on out. Hope y'all are having a good night so far, enjoying yourselves, getting lots of delicious globals out there, making the old economy of the universe flex and flow. Let's see. Cameldons. Oh, yes. Good. How much would it cost to boost those a little? Hmm. I think we're going to do that. We're going to grow the Hydrata a tiny bit, because I think that'll be fun. Alright, let's go do our thing. Looks like Cameldons are coming down, still got Zadul Stalkers. Have yet to determine if we're gonna up the maturity on Nusul or not. I've paid out a lot of money in DNA lately, so I'm kinda letting them do their thing as a young so far. And honestly, part of that kinda depends if Mindark decides that they're gonna let me have the IFN missions for my creatures for longer or not. Come on, mate. I don't know why the turret isn't saying hi to you. Do you have to be right on top of it? It's a bad thing about the turrets on my land. They are not effective. Which, I mean, I guess that's how you see it. It could be a good thing, I suppose. But what we got over here, a Hydrata Dominant? Well, we're gonna see you up a little bit higher later, mate. In an alpha? Oh yeah. We'll get ourselves some good Hydratas here soon. It'd be nice to get some Stalkers spawning eventually, so that's kind of the goal. Keep slowly pushing those upwards. And let's drop. We got a small Khorum alloy. Be kind of nice to get a couple more mining strong boxes too, because my goal is to do a video opening a bunch of those. A very poor Nixarium, probably about a ped there. Ped and a half maybe. No resources found. That's a boner. I'm never a fan of those. Hopefully tonight's run goes good. I'd like to eventually share a really nice run with y'all. It's been a bad week. It's been a bad week. But I think that's overall for everyone on Entropia right now. Freaking mayhem, man. Small Corodu extrusion and a poor Calderite. So we got maybe a 3-pedder and a 2-pedder there. 5 peds total. But yeah, it just seems like every time mayhem comes around, it's not good times. At least for me. Maybe other people do really good doing other amazing things. Small Khorum, about 3 peds. But that's not me. I haven't really managed to benefit at all from Mayhems, and I got like 1,000 tokens that I don't know what I'm ever going to buy or spend them on. Very poor Idris resin. Because honestly, I guess the tokens are basically worthless unless you want to do pills or something, or hope you eventually get a rare token, which good luck there. I have a better chance of hitting a drill tower here in these next two probes than I do of looting a rare token on Mayhem. Uh, Energized crystal, very poor, 1.5. That's not to say I couldn't hit a drill tower out here on Khorum Coast, y'all. That could also be a thing that eventually happens. This avatar has it coming, that's for sure. So when Mindark decides to finally hit that payback button, that would be great. Much appreciated to finally hit my Uber multi on this guy. We have a very poor calderite and a small Khorum alloy. A small heberdite, so about 3 peds, and the last two claims were, oh, I forgot to do a total on them, but they were probably like 1.5 and 3 peds each too. So, looking for something with an X. Basically, that's when the money starts coming up, is we get something over here with an X. Or, or maybe it'll happen and it will zoom out and I'll show you all what a global looks like on my channel for the first time. A modest Khorum, so that's probably about 5 peds. Thing is, I really want a global out here. I've thought about buying an amp and going to the underground and doing it, but you just want to do it on your own land, you know? A poor Wenrex, probably about 2 ped. Interesting to hit some Wenrex tonight. That kind of comes and goes. It seems like that's a rarer material these days. It used to be quite common. Oh, shit! 591 freaking peds? Okay. Well, uh, that happened. Um, nice. Size 18. Okay. Um, well, obviously that one was for 591 peds, and then this other one is a modest. Okay. We'll just continue the run, right? I mean, you just keep going after that. Oh, at least it finally happened. For a second, I thought it was a little bit bigger than it was. I saw a huge come up, and I'm thinking, oh, there's my Uber. But no, 591 peds. I'll take that. That was nice. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mindark. I needed that. A small calderite, so about 3 peds and 2 peds of Khorum. Poor. So maybe this was the place to go, huh? Dang. Who actually would have thought? Stop being a smartass about my mining for a night or two then. And it is gonna take forever to drill that claim. So if y'all were hoping for an update, like, you know, relatively quick on that, no, I'm gonna definitely stop recording and drill that sucker and probably tomorrow. Ah. I'll go talk to the wife and tell her what I found, and she'll have to feign interest. I definitely do love her for everything she puts up with me, by the way. That says a lot when you have a partner that's willing to let you. I mean, it's my own personal savings, you know, but then to still support me in using it to buy virtual properties, pretty nice. And she listens to me talk about it every day. Letarian Dust, ped and a half. So, gotta definitely give props out to the woman I love, because Lord knows she's heard enough about Entropia lately to, yeah, probably right. A novel competing with War and Peace. So, and she hasn't choked me in my sleep yet that I know of. Props to her. Small win, Rex. Because honestly, I'm very passionate and excited to have the opportunity to own this, and I talk about it way too much to her, I'm sure. But it is what it is. You know, when you finally get to do something that you've always wanted to do, even if it's as insignificant as what people might think of owning this little chunk of heaven here with y'all, to me it's amazing. I really enjoy having this land, and it's one that I don't think I could have found a better one if I tried to. Like Khorum Coast is a real hidden gem. A real hidden one, you know, like the DNA was great and the mining here is good. I don't know what anyone else would ever want. Poor calderite, 2 peds, small Khorum, 3 peds, very poor Letarian dust, ped and a half. Ooh, Green Toker's blasting him off. He's getting a couple Ubers. Congrats to you, Toker. You must be clicking a pretty good explosive projectile blueprint tonight to get those ones back to back. So, congrats, mate. Probably have to send you a text here when I get off these mobs and congrats you on that. Pretty sure, yep. Green Toka. It's always nice to support and congratulate your fellow man on Entropia. That's one thing that I think sets this game apart from a lot of others, is we're surprisingly non-toxic on here. Like, it's a lot of real, like, support, you know, to kind of keep each other going that I've experienced more than shut each other down, you know? Like, all I'd ever want to do is see my fellow Entropians on here succeed and make everything better for them and myself at the same time. So congrats to you, Toker, on winning, man. All you're doing is making the game better in your own little way. We got 10 more drops after this, but we've already we've already profited clearly. So very poor calderite, very poor sweet stuff, and a small corridul extrusion. I'm thinking, honestly, too, until I get something better, I might try to figure out how to use that, hitting that HoF as a current intro to the land. Just because I need a little intro, very poor energized crystal, small Khorum. I need something kind of flashy, and I'm new to this whole YouTube thing and videos and hell, even owning a land, so to speak. So like, I don't know how to design stuff. I'm not artistic, probably more autistic than artistic. So I I figured maybe just something like that to get me by, you know, like a recording of hitting something good on the coast to kind of lure people in. Very poor crude oil, ped and a half. So perhaps we will edit that out and make that into something and keep it, because Lord knows I'm not going to hit something like that for a while again. So better cherish what I recorded tonight. And I thank you all for anyone that was watching and shared in on that. What do you think the odds are we'll get another in like the next couple probes? Oh God. I mean, that's the thing. This game could do that. It could be that night, y'all, where like, oh, another one. They just decide to stop screwing old pot anus in the anus. Yeah, it really sucks, actually. I meant to name my character Potanus, but it is what it is. Small cordial extrusion. Didn't realize when I was typing out the name thing that I had hit the U instead of the I, and I just read it real quick, and it looked all right when you're typing it out, and I was in a hurry to get my avatar up and going, and ended up instead of the I have a U. So, oh well. I'll just say I'm like from somewhere where that's pronounced Potanus. It did kind of make me laugh for a little while having that as my avatar name because I was like, a kid, and I was like, well, I guess it's Potanus. I could embrace that somehow. Uh, but no, it's David Joker Potanus. Potanus! One more drop, y'all. Come on, we got it, we got it, we got it. Let's jump, let's jump, let's jump. Ba-ba, ba-ba. Let's get it, let's get it. Look like an old age prospector. Whee! For my tiny Idris resin. And a modest cordial extrusion. Alright, well we will extrude that real fast. Oh shit! And we just updated our Listeria mining quest on here before we hit that. So let's see what that sucker did. Oh, yeah, it's like halfway there. How much did it say? How many points did we get? Oh, huge. 450 points. Yeah, only got that. Man, should have bought an amp. Could you all imagine if I had followed my heart and bought an amp tonight? But I was like, no, it's been too much of a loss lately. Don't risk an amp. You don't want to do that. Well, I suppose I'll cut her off here, and I'm gonna head out and drill these, and I'll see you all shortly. Well, we'll do the tally and with the cost of the HoF on top, because I'm not gonna drill that tonight and then record that. So. Catch y'all in a little bit. All right, welcome back, everyone. I got those claims drilled, and let's see what we ended up with. I didn't drill the huge list we found, the 591 ped Hall of Fame. I left that sitting in the ground, so we'll have to add that to these numbers. Let's see, 92, 591. We got what, 683 peds out of 120? That was a pretty nice run. Appreciate Mindart giving me that loot. And I appreciate all of y'all who tuned in tonight and watched it happen with me. Thank y'all. Like I said, much appreciated. And tune in again for everything happening here at the Khorum Coast, where you can earn the most. Y'all have a good night.